On the issue of cultural awareness, I must emphasize the reality that life as I knew it has changed beyond recognition. Because when I was growing up, children had to obey their parents. I mean, I'm a practicing Christian, a professing Christian, so to speak, maybe not committed. I've fallen away from grace, but my principles in God remain the same. I was born and brought up to obey my parents, and that was growing up in Jamaica. Most Jamaicans will identify with the reality that if you're out there as a child messing about, playing, and perhaps being naughty, and another adult is passing by, you stop what you're doing instantly, because you know that if that adult caught you doing anything ridiculous or silly, they can slap you. I've been slapped a few times by my mom friends or by just adults who know my mom, and I dare not go home and say, Mom, Miss Joy slapped me, or Miss Miracle slapped me, or Miss Deslin slapped me, because my mother would slap me again. And this is how we were brought up, to respect adults, not to call them by their first names. As long as they're adults and they're over a certain age, or if they have a child, you have to refer to them as Miss. We don't identify them as Paulette or Dennis or Annette or Roy. We have to say Miss Paulette, Miss Mr. Roy, Mr. Dennis. You understand? So that is my upbringing growing up in Jamaica. Lo and behold, I come to the UK with my children, and I realize all hell break loose. All hell broke loose. I find myself locked up because I spoke to one of my sons too hard. At one point, I don't really beat my children. I don't believe in beating children. We were given beaten. Sometimes mom beat us until one or two of us can't even sit down the way we're in pain. I remember going to school with a swollen lip. But heck, that was the norm. When my mother was growing up, she was chased out of her home because grandma thought she was having breasts, and she didn't understand at that age why she was growing breasts, and ignorance really. And mom got a knock in her head with she called it an iron pipe. But in today's society, you might look at it as wickedness in this society, but it was a tradition at the time. I got a few knocks. See this gold teeth? This is a false tooth. Growing up, I tell a lie, and when mom was beating me and knocked me on the lip for speaking the truth, the teeth fly out. You understand? It's just the norm. We have to accept it. It's just the way it was. You know, and I'm grateful for those years of my upbringing, because it taught me a lot. It taught me respect. It taught me how to be confident, you know, and to believe in myself as a person. Because all liars will be punished. It's just like Almighty God. He's a God of goodness, and He's also a God of wrath. He will bring down eternal fire and burn up the world if too much wickedness is happening. And this is the reality of what life is. So like I was saying, coming to the UK, I was locked up for 15 hours in a police cell because I apparently slapped my son. Yeah, 15 hours in a police cell. Because they've got things like child line and all sorts of things to sort of take the control out of parents' hands. So you can't teach your children your way of growing up. Yeah, so the child is let loose to, you know, do as they wish. They can call police, and your police can lock you up and all that sort of thing. So what kind of generation are we rearing? What sort of generation are we rearing? That is my question. If parents can't scold their child, not punish, because I don't believe in excessive beating like what we got growing up. But if parents can't scold your child, what sort of adult are we preparing to step out into the world at large? So when it comes to Jamaica and the UK, you understand what I'm saying? You can always have the freedom to raise your children properly, knowing that they will grow up and they'll become promising adults, productive elements of the UK society or the Jamaican society. And they'll have also self-discipline. You understand? Do you get what I'm saying? That is just the norm, you know? So, if I had a choice, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't bring my children to the UK to be schooled there or anything like that, because no, it's like they can do as they please, they can treat the parents however. And last time I look at my door, I saw a policeman out there telling me I'm under arrest for slapping my child. Just think about it. Which society would you prefer to raise a child and, you know, they'll become decent adults and they'll live a fulfilled existence? You know, so that's just my concerns. Thank you for your time.